It's me. Leave a message at the beep.
Hey, buddy, you there? Pick up? Pick up, I say, as if your voicemail is a goddamn answering machine. I have one of those, by the way. If you call our house, you can actually yell and I'll pick up. Will you? Okay, hey, hang on. I'm fine. Calm down. Sorry. The, guy here is being kind of a dick. No, you are. It's fine. So, I'm picking up a new dining room table, and I, you know, the credit manager here, Adrian, who is, from the looks of him, about 14 goddamn years old, he is saying that my credit is not checking out. And it's kind of frustrating because I used your credit and I know your credit's good. It should be, because unless I'm mistaken, all the stuff I charged to your credit like a month or two, like 3 months ago, all that the bank should have reversed it all. Your credit should be fine. Why the hell can I not get a goddamn dining room table is what I'm asking. No, Adrian, shut it. Okay. Anyway, Aaron's here is being, they think they're Rent-A-Center, and they're not. Adrian, you're not Rent-A-Center. You're not. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Call. I'd say call me back, but, after this year we've been through, it kind of feels like I may have burnt my bridges, and I think that's pretty shitty of you to take offense to me treating you like garbage. And I think that's really backwards of you, and it kind of hurts my feelers. It hurts my feel-tards. So, anyway, hugs and kisses. Adrian, stop it. Okay, I'll leave. God. Okay, I have to go.
Welcome back to the podcast. Oh my gosh, my friends, you know what time it is? It's time for the Glossy News 4K podcast, news, reviews, all that good stuff, technology, science, and things you didn't even know you needed to know. Welcome back. It is the October 24th podcast, the last one before Halloween. And, I got some good stuff. Nothing, earth-shattering, but let me correct that. Everything is earth-shattering. Your earth, my friends, it shall be shattered. I've, got some great stuff. That's just how I roll. That's what I do for you, because I love you guys. I love you. How come you never call her right? I'm your old Jewish mother. So, yeah, let's just cut right into it, shall we? This week's podcast is brought to you in part by longtime podcast sponsor, Procrastination. Yes, procrastination. Where have you been, my friend? It feels like you just showed up just now, just for the podcast. Where have you been? You must have been working on my podcast, because I certainly wasn't. But now I am, so here we are. Welcome back. Procrastination, it's good for the body and soul, eventually. Procrastination, it is, if not the mother of all invention, it's certainly your dad's mistress. Procrastination, it is, of course, a what is for dinner. Oh, let's get started. To my great surprise, over the last few weeks, I've been getting a lot of requests on the comments on YouTube to do another political special where I show the myriad ways in which Donald J. Trump is gonna lose and lose bigly. Bigly, believe me, the best losing. Nobody loses bigger than him, believe me. Well, I was gonna do it, but it's so volatile. It just fell apart so quickly. I was gonna do it right after the first debate, but then the whole snatch grabbing tape dropped, and everything moved so quickly that at any given time I was like, oh my gosh, I should do it right now, but it's still moving so quickly. And it just really fell apart. And big thanks to everyone who's viewed the videos on YouTube. There are kind of a shocking number of views on these, on my past analytics, looking back at the views on my various videos about why Trump will lose and lose bigly in what's now about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. And really less than that, because so many states have early voting. I've already cast my vote. Tina has cast hers. I'm reading reports from around the country that early voting is going strong. Now, there is some discussion as to whether enthusiasm is up or down this year, but it appears to be, pretty strong, at least in states where they haven't gone to tremendous lengths to make sure no one votes early. Because as you know, there is a party who relies heavily on people not voting. Just don't vote and then we'll win, and it's going to be great. You'll love it, but you won't, because you didn't get to vote. And you can never say, well, I didn't vote for the bastard, because, well, anyway. So there probably will not be another election analytics update, because it just moves so quickly now. And it stopped moving, but it stopped moving at a place where Donald is really facing an uphill battle. It would take all of the pollsters, like all of them being wrong, for him to stand a snowball's chance in hell. And more importantly, and this is kind of fun for me, is that he has damaged his brand irreparably. I believe he only ran as a political stunt, something to cheaply up the value of his brand. And that's a great idea, except he didn't count on idiots. And idiots have propelled him to a place even he didn't expect. Certainly the other Republican candidates didn't, which is evidenced by the fact that they did basically no opposition research. No, bookings are down at his hotels. Room rates are down at his hotels. Foot traffic, as measured by Foursquare and other metrics, is down at his hotels. And he is the self-proclaimed king of debt. Now, that's great. You can borrow money and use it to make more money. You can pay off the debt and still have a big fat chunk for yourself. The problem is a 10% dip can take all your monies. It can take all your profit. I learned that the hard way. I was over leveraged in the late 90s, early 2000s. Back before the turn of the century. I was over leveraged. A couple bad months, everything went south. I would be a comfy puppy right now had I been able to keep my head above water, but I just couldn't. Now, I believe that Mr. Trump has caused so much harm to his brand that his margin is starting to look negative. And unfortunately, because, he owns so many businesses. Well, yes, that's because every single thing he does is a separate business from everything else. That way, when you go to say, I'm going to sue your ass, he can say, well, you're only suing one hotel. And that one hotel only has, $5 million in equity. There's nothing there. You can't get me. Well, the problem becomes if half his properties are underwater, and the other half are doing great. The great half can't go back and pay the bad half. You can't rob Peter to pay Paul. Although, tell that to Yoko. I'm just saying. No, wrong group of apostles. I'm getting my things mixed up. No, the thing is, he's not just hurting his brands, but he's going to bankrupt half of them. That's my prediction. Unless he wins. Now, he's pulled back ads in so many markets, and maybe that's a stroke of genius. Nah, it's obvious. He's not running to win. He's counting on a miracle to win. And he knows that throwing another million or 10 million at it is not going to help him win. He needs Secretary Clinton to trip, fall, and murder a child on live television in order for him to win. So that's all. No more election updates. We'll dance a jig next month, but for now, that's all we got. So there you go.
Hot streams for your face. Hot streams for your face.
Yes, hot streams for your face. I have got a hot stream. And what is it? What is it? It is nothing. This week you get nothing. And I'll tell you why. I did a bunch of reviews, reacts, and, things like that. Things of that nature. And for about a month period, every single video I did was claimed by someone else. Now, again, I can fight these. I can say, no. This is a review. This is a react. This is whatever else. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My channel will be shut down for a month or 3. No long uploads. No income from anything. It's ridiculous. So, if you've got a TV show and you'd like to promote it, here's what you can do. You can go fuck yourself. Because I can't give you guys all of my revenue. There's so little of it. And the fact that I make a review promoting you, telling everyone in the world how awesome your show is and how they definitely should watch it, only to turn around and find out that you're not just making money from broadcast rights, syndication, DVDs, streaming. You're also taking all the revenue from my entire podcast, even though I only used a minute of your clip. It's just, you guys, come on. So hot stream for the week is realistically piss in my face. It's just kind of what it is. So I'm going to tone way down that sort of thing, and I guess tone up the bitterness. Really, that's what makes a good rhubarb pie, is the bitterness. So hot stream, go find something yourself, because they would pay me a fortune to promote them if they wanted to, but because I want to promote them, I have to pay them. So great, good job, everybody. Go fuck yourselves. And by the way, Black Mirror season 3 out on Netflix, 6 episodes. I'm on my second one right now. Awesome stuff. Okay, that's it. That's my hot stream. So last year we went to visit Renee and Brandy, good friends of ours, Tina's cousin and her husband, and we had so much fun. And Renee is a bodybuilder, and he owns a gym, and he is like the fittest guy. If you need fitness advice, my gosh, the guy is just chiseled from stone. Anyway, we sit down and she makes this dip. It's so awesome. It's got cheese. It's got hot sauce. It's so good. And I was like, wow, how can you guys eat this and stay in good shape? And they said, oh, no. Today's my cheat day. And it got me thinking, cheat day? Oh, my friend. You've got a good idea here, but I think you need to expand it. So yeah, of course I'm off the heroin and the crack and the meth, but today's a cheat day. This gorgeous woman I met at the Ramada Inn in Tuscaloosa. It's my cheat day. Hey, of course. I mean, it's not that I'm not married. It's just that today's a cheat day. Sir, do you realize that you were speeding? Yeah, it's my cheat day. It's my cheat day. You're still getting a ticket. Yeah, I've also still got herpy crabs. But, it's my cheat day. What am I going to do? And why stop at a day? Let's go with cheat months and years. I'm not sure the whole philosophy works. But apparently for them it does. Not saying that they go to the Ramada Inn, or they speed, or they use crack meth heroin. But I'm just saying, they do get to eat cheese. And at the end of the day, isn't that just as good? I mean, really? Really? This year we did something new. We went to Wild Waves Enchanted Park for their Fright Fest 2016. Tickets are a little steep, $27.99 for people over 48 inches and $12.99 under 48 inches, but you can go straight to their website and get it much cheaper, so that's really what you should do. General park admission, $22.99. Children under 48 inches, $9.99. Now, as a family that has a bunch of short people in it, a family of shorts, if you will, I feel like we're practically ripping them off. It's wonderful. Love it. So what is there to do? Well, there's something for all ages. Booville is for the little kids. Now, Max, who is 6, loved it. There's you can toss a ball in a bucket. You can do a little Paplinko game. You can, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. And the best part is there's a little punch card you get, and when you're all the way done and through with it, you get candy. So there's, I think, six games or something like that. And depending on your score for each one, you get another punch. And then when you get to the end, they give you candy. And we thought, oh, this is cheesy. They're not going to like it. Oh, no, Max loved it. When he got the candy, he couldn't believe it. In Booville, there's also arts and crafts you can do. You can draw a mask and wear it around the park if you'd like your visibility to be limited. And then just take it home. It's kind of fun. There's coloring and, just silly stuff like that. 20 of the rides are open, including things like the carousel and the Kanga Bounce and the little toy cars. And some of them, all of them really, almost all of them have height limitations in terms of minimum and maximum heights. Some of the rides you can't go on if you're too big, but that's really not so much of an issue because those are the kinds of rides you probably wouldn't want to go on anyway. The carousel is always a fun one because what's not to like? It's a carousel. But what we loved is the massive Timbers whatever ride. It's this huge wooden roller coaster. It is so thrilling. When we went last summer, we must have ridden it 3-4 times. This time, we only rode it once because the kids were getting bored and they were too scared to go on it. But it is so fun. And in the dark, it is twice as fun. I don't have footage of it, so I'm showing something else right now, I assume. But it was, oh my gosh. If you've never ridden a thrilling roller coaster in the dark, you must. It is so much fun. So they've got 3 haunted houses this year, of sorts. One of them is a 3D experience where you put on these glasses and you go through it, and it was pretty damn amazing. The video does it no justice because the video is not in 3D, but it was really fun. You go through and it looks crazy and the walls are crazy and there's optical illusions, and then about halfway through it you start getting jump scares, and then as you go through some more you start seeing scary people. Oh my gosh, nobody was traumatized. Max went through it. He's 6. He was not traumatized, which is great, but I mean, he's brave. But Brendan and Dom also went through it and they were also not traumatized, but they're 12 and 13, so there you go. We also went on the Camp Hills. Anyway, it's a campground themed haunted walk and it was great. It was so much fun. I mean, there's people jumping out with axes. There's a dude with a chainsaw. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Normally you go in groups of about 3 or 4. We tagged on with the group in front of us and I was at the very back. So I got 0 scares. Now I didn't bring the camera for this one because it was too dark and I could tell it was going to be too dark and it wouldn't do it justice. It was just a lot of fun. This year they've also got a magic show by a gentleman who was on America's Got Talent as apparently the only magician from the Northwest. And it was a good show. We only caught part of it because we got the times messed up. But we did get to go in afterwards and visit with the rabbit and say hello and all that. The one mistake we made, though, was not preparing for the weather. Oh, man. It's the Northwest. It's October. What did we expect? If we'd have just worn hats, we probably would have been fine. If we would have brought an umbrella, it would have been a great night. But around 9-ish, 9:30, the rain came and it was just too much to deal with. Now, all the events and attractions are undercover, with very few exceptions. But if you don't have an umbrella for the walking in between and standing in line, you might be a little miserable. So if you have an umbrella, bring it. And if you have a hat, wear it. Or, it's not like you can plan the weather. I have been unsuccessful in my attempts to control the weather, though I still try. They're open basically Friday, Saturday, and some Sundays between now and Halloween. And yeah, definitely go online to get the discount tickets. That's a way better deal. And of course they've got, food and beverage and, other stuff. It was an awful lot of fun, and is the sort of thing I'm almost positive, I would say pretty positive, we're going back to next year. So there you go. Wild Waves Enchanted Park Fright Fest 2016. Well, we know what that sound means. It's the end of the podcast. I know, so quick. They go so quick. They grow up so fast. They get shorter. As we get older, that's what happens. The hours get longer and the days get shorter. Is that how it goes? Something like that. So I've been, working on some other things. I've got this massive Christmas project I'm really trying to get done. It's kicking my ass. I don't know how great it's going to be. It's so far behind schedule, but what I've got done so far is, just mind-blowingly awesome. You'll see. And if you don't, rest assured, you won't. That's kind of all I've got on that front. So, yeah, I've got a bunch of notes here I'm looking at that are, for the coming weeks. I've got a bunch of stuff kind of in the hopper that'll be good, both in terms of my Glossy News channel and on my podcast. Now, Glossy News, I should mention, hit a milestone. Finally. I have 1,000 subscribers, and I'm sure by the time you hear this, it's higher. And I'm proud to say I paid to purchase precisely 0 of them because, I didn't have to, I guess. On this channel, I probably should, but it's it's enough to drive you crazy. Now, you could look at my account and say, well, you've been on YouTube for 8-10 years. Yeah, I really haven't, though. That's how long I've had the account. I've been publishing for 3 years? 3.5, 4 years maybe? Since the first hot dog video. How it's really made hot dogs and hot diggity, it's still my best-selling video. I'd like to fix that. You know, there's been some big successes on recent videos, but boy, just nothing compares. The chicken nugget one, my second real video, is also going bustin' nuts. It's great, but it's catching up. It's catching up a bit slowly. So I do have a closing thought, as you know I always do. Let me look at my notes. Closing thought. I do have one. It's a good one. But first I should say a big thanks to Greg the Hero, the inimitable Greg the Hero, for all the segment bumpers and backing music, except the intro and outro music by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. And while I'm plugging random shit, I should also mention you can go to follow me all around the web on Twitter, Facebook, and what have you by going to glossynews.com/podcast. I beg of you, glossynews.com/podcast. And last month has the prestigious honor of being the highest income month on my podcast. Oh yes. I made way more money than in previous months. I made, without exaggeration, about $4.50. Pretty good. That almost covers the cost of the foam ball that sits atop one of my microphones. So, haters gonna hate, but that's something. So yeah, closing thought. Are you ready for it? I sure hope you are. Closing thought, and this one's an original. I believe that TV shows which are canceled mid-season or, in the off-season, canceled, should be required by law to do a wrap-up episode. Doesn't have to be good, doesn't have to be high budget, and I know people are like, well, you know what, who's going to pay for this? Why would they throw money at a show that's already dead? Because it's all about the fans. Without fans, there is no television, you dumb bastards. Do it for us. And again, it doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be high budget. It doesn't even have to use the same actors, but give us a conclusion. There have been shows which were shot entirely, and then they only aired 3 episodes, and the rest are lost to history. That's ridiculous. If you've already shot them, you gotta release them, even if just on DVD, so us people willing to pay can see them. People go, well, how can they afford this? I don't give a shit. That's not my problem. Budget it in to the original budget. Factor it in. You already have an advertising budget. Come on, just throw it in. Just make it happen. Make it happen. Even if it's 10 minutes long, give us a closing episode. You bastards. How dare you not? And I assure you, I'm not just stretching this out to fill time. I actually feel this passionately about it. So there we go. That's it for this week. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. I love you, dogs, and I'll check you out next week. Check me on Sunday for the fans, Monday for the regulars. Talk to you soon.